Up at the start line now for the Prince Philip Challenge Trophy. It is the crew from Winter Park, crew United States of America on screen. Next to them in the Barks station, it is St Catherine's School, Australia. An international match up here. Record entries at Henley Royal Regatta this year, 739 entries, and the highest entries from these two nations. 66 crews from the United States of America, 37 crews from Australia, and one of 8.5 Australian crews racing here on finals day.
It has been an absolutely brilliant sight, and the stewards are absolutely delighted to see the enthusiasm with which we've had, 17 nations joining us this year to be part of this very special event, back bigger than ever, having had a slightly quieter year, 2021, missing 2020, so 2022 is firmly back on the map. And it's been brilliant to have, even more crews from some countries involved than ever before. And this event only in its second year, but what a, just 1 year to the next, it goes up, the bar goes up all of the time, and these crews have been part of that.
It's been an exceptional event to bring into the program. Junior Women's 8. Winter Park defeating Henley quite sensationally yesterday. Probably the favourites coming into this event. Extraordinary row from this Winter Park crew. They are exceptional. St Cath's undefeated domestically in Australia this year. Two of the very best schoolgirl crews internationally.
They have both had undefeated seasons in their countries. What a place we are offering now, the chance for the best of schoolgirl rowing to race it out.
And we are away in the Prince Philip Challenge Trophy, St Catherine's School, Australia, against Winter Park crew, United States of America.
This could be the biggest test that either of these crews have faced throughout their seasons. They have been undefeated. They have faced everything that their countries could offer. They have faced everything that this draw could offer. And now St Catherine's School is facing a Winter Park crew for the honour of winning the Prince Philip Challenge Trophy.
These girls are just absolutely ferocious. Look at the way they lock in and absolutely throw their body weight onto it, sitting back together, stroked by Bridget Cullen, Bronte Cullen rather, one of the captains of boat at St Catherine's School, Australia. Maybe just with a canvas lead over Winter Park crew, United States of America.
Unbelievable aggression out the start, both of these crews. Here we see this Winter Park crew. They came and they qualified. They were so impressive in qualifying. It was obvious they needed to then be one of the selected crews, and they have not only beaten Henley yesterday with half a length, they beat Headington, last year's winners as well. But now they come across St Catherine's School, who beat Surbiton, last year's runner-up, by 2 lengths yesterday, and they were fast out of the blocks yesterday, and they're doing exactly the same.
Slight lead here to St Catherine's School from Australia, coached by John Saunders. Head of rowing, Bridget Carlisle. We're riding with that crew now. Bronte Cullen in the stroke seat, Sienna Darcy behind her, Sarah Marriott, Chloe Nevins, Zara Bongiorno, Lucy Green, Jemima Wilcox and Zara Peel. 3 of these women were in the Australian Junior Women's 8 last year. That was Bronte Cullen, Sarah Marriott and Zara Bongiorno. Unfortunately unable to compete at the World Championships, but selected nonetheless in the Junior Women's 8.
It looks to me like Winter Park are battling and trying to lift to kind of make sure they keep the pressure on that St Catherine's crew. Their coach, Michael Fatullo, has coached for 30 years at Winter Park in Florida and said that this is an exceptional crew, and having been undefeated, they felt they had to come here. They were the first ever crew in history to win from Winter Park, to win the US SRAA, and now to come to Henley, and they are being tested more than they've been tested ever before by this Australian crew.
What a matchup. 2 of the best schoolgirl junior women 8s in the world going head to head. There is no other event where you see the best of the best in their categories come up against one another, and boy, are they putting on a show for you today. St Catherine's School, Australia, Winter Park crew, United States of America, locked together down the track, vying for the Prince Philip Challenge Trophy.
That's a great overhead shot there. You can see the aggression in the oars, the sharpness of the catches, and that absolute commitment in both crews.
And I think what's quite exceptional about this crew from Melbourne is Melbourne was the most lockdown city in the world. These girls only learned, or these women rather, only learned to row sweep in November of last year, despite coming out of really lockdown in January, February. So extraordinary effort from the girls from St Cat's. But here we see Winter Park Crew USA, led by Paige Perrott in the stroke seat. The coxswain Delaney Gardner, she's looking across her shoulder. They know that they are neck and neck at the moment, stroke for stroke down the course.
They're so proud of what they've achieved, Winter Park, making their own history, and they know that they have to pull out something special today. They're being asked a lot of questions, and can Delaney Gardner, their cox, 16 years old, can she help them to find another gear against this really aggressive, dominant crew?
And we saw a fantastic move from St Cat's at the 3/4 mile over Surbiton. They really had a huge push there. Do they have that in their pocket today? Or is Winter Park, who was truly dominant in their round yesterday over Henley, do they have the call to answer?
That's what we're going to find out. They've been testing their race plans over the last few days, haven't they? Understanding where they are on the course is so important so you don't get lost in the middle. And the question here is, can they hang on? Can they maintain some overlap in that Winter Park crew with Australia so that they can come back and make a push?
As we come past the 3/4 mile, it is a push from St Cat's. It looks to me, it's a tough camera angle we've got here, but it looks to me like St Cat's still have the lead. This is a small program in Australia. They've only won the schoolgirl head of the river and the national championships twice, but undefeated throughout this season. I know that there's a lot of people in Victoria, in Melbourne, watching this race with great interest. As they come level past us, it looks to me as though St Cat's has almost half a length on Winter Park, but everything to play for as they come past Remenham.
And I think Winter Park have been creeping back because the Australian St Catherine School were further ahead earlier in the track, and Winter Park know they have to work through this middle section, coming past Remenham, the Remenham Roar. They know that they have to make sure you can't leave it too late to use this middle part of the race. I think there's a little more relaxation in that Winter Park crew. Will that help them down the course against the raw aggression, the attack that we see in that St Catherine School?
And St Catherine's still leading as we focus in on that crew. 5 of these rowers are in year 11. So we know that they'll be back next year to defend their title as national champions, and maybe we'll even see them back again. But St Cat's still leading 35 strokes per minute, 15.9 kilometres per hour. In the 6th seat there, the incredibly strong Sarah Marriott. She has 5 Australian ergo records, 1 world record on the rowing machine. Incredible power in the middle of this boat.
And they have just increased the rate in the St Catherine School. They know they have to go for home. They know they were under pressure from Winter Park crew. They are throwing everything. They can sense each other. A few heads looked either way there, but that absolute dominance from the stroke guard, Bronte Cullen. She is not giving up. She is fighting for every stroke, leading her crew, leading the rate up, as both of these crews now know that they're going to have to start to think about winding for home.
Welcome to those joining us on the broadcast from Australia and the USA. What a matchup we have here for you in the Prince Philip Challenge Cup. Oz versus USA, 2 of the best junior women's 8s in the world. In the crew from Winter Park, Delaney Gardner coxing, Paige Perrott stroking, Susie Mallon, Riley Harris, Hannah Hill, Ashley Perrott, Kate Miller, Ava May, and Zoe DeFeo. I think maybe they've come back on St Cat's a little bit here. Kath, what do you think?
Yeah, they are definitely, there's overlap, isn't there? There is fighting, there's a sense of that rising roar they're getting now. They're into the first part of the enclosures. It's who's got what's left, what was the winter training like, how much of those ergs paid off. But there is no let-up in the aggression from that St Catherine School.
St Cat's driving down past Stewart's. They're coming to the line. The lead is with St Cat's of Australia, undefeated domestically in Australia this season. They've come out to prove that they are the best schoolgirl junior women's 8 in the world. They're coming down to the line. St Cat's leading Winter Park crew, United States of America.
Utterly dominant. A length to St Catherine's School from Australia. 2 undefeated crews. The toughest race they've had. What a treat for us to see this incredible race, the best of schoolgirl rowing in Australia and in the USA. St Catherine's School, Australia beating the Winter Park crew. We can see from the start to finish absolute aggression, commitment and joy at the end of that. What an experience, what a journey they have been on.